What is up, guys? How are you guys doing today? Make Nevada great. Giving you guys some unbiased information, some information that you really have to dive deep and investigate yourself. So, as per the CDC and also the Texas Department of State Health Services, their definition for new cases has been redefined. So, I'm assuming the presumption that most people have of how new cases are concluded has been that someone does the actual test. They go to testing, CVS, Walmart, certain facilities, and they do the swab up the nose and they do the thing on there, and then they wait 7 days, and then that individual is considered one new case. Well, that's false. It's not the case. So it's a multitude of ways. And now they've redefined and loosened the term of new cases. So if you guys are wondering why things were spiking up, new cases are arising, it's because they redefined the definition of new case to a broader term, looser term, not as concentrated. So there's two types of definitions that are under the umbrella of new cases. One of those is confirmed case. The other one is called probable cases. Confirmed cases are literally people that go to the facilities to get their test done. They get the test, they test positive, that's a confirmed case. The dilemma with that is that whenever they took the test, let's say they tested positive, they quarantined for 2 weeks, and then they wanted to find out, do I still have coronavirus? And they tested again, and let's say they still have minor symptoms, or asymptomatic at this point, but they still test positive on coronavirus. That same individual will count as two confirmed cases from the same person. So imagine 500 people doing that. 500 people doing the exact same thing is 1,000 new cases. Okay, imagine 1,000 people doing that. 2,000 new cases. Okay, this is a very inaccurate analysis. That's very misleading to the people. So moving on to probable cause cases. This is even worse. And this is new, redefined, that we weren't really informed on. So probable cases. Clinical criteria. If the patient meets the clinical criteria, it is no alternative diagnosis. It is more likely the patient meets one of the three criterias. At least two of the following symptoms are present. So they have a headache, sore throat, fever, chills, rigors, myalgia, I don't know how to say that, and taste disorders, etc. If they meet two of those symptoms, that is a probable case without the need of a confirmation of doing the swab inside the nose. So that's a probable case. Now, within the probable case or within the new case, anybody that you've been in contact with, friends, family, girlfriend, wife, kid, etc., co-workers, if they'll even ask you, if you've been around those people, exposed to those people recently, then they'll consider that a probable case. This is insane. They'll assume it's a positive case. So let's say you have you and 5 kids and your wife. So you test positive for it. They're going to assume that your wife's positive. They're going to assume that your kids are positive. They're going to assume your dog's positive, whatever. But then they put that in their files. Then they put that online as your state getting a new case just by being surrounded by those people, workers, families. I'm like, dude, that's inaccurate. And then they lower the criteria here without having to confirm to do the test. They assume because you have these symptoms that you have the coronavirus. It's called probable case, which is under the umbrella of new cases. Why is no one explaining this to us? No wonder there's a spike in the cases that we have recently. I've been looking at the spikes now here in Nevada, and I'm like, holy crap, we had 1,400 new cases. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Where did that come from? Why hasn't Governor Sisolak defined what an actual new case definition is? He hasn't. This is misleading. This causes anxiety. This causes people to be freaking out. This is irresponsible by our news, our local news here in Nevada, and our governor. And all politicians, mayors, all those guys are guilty for misleading us and giving us false information. This is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. What is their agenda that they have behind this? And listen, it's so clear that they want to control us, bring us down, destroy the middle class, destroy small businesses that are already suffering. Our unemployment in Nevada is low as it is. It was much lower before, and we were #1 in the nation for that. I hope Governor Sisolak does not shut us down again, but you guys are more than free to look at this. If you look up just the CDC guidelines for what's considered a new definition for a new case, you have it on there, and you also have it for the Texas Department new guidance for probable case definition that's considered a new case. Not good. Anyways, guys, I'm going to keep doing reaches for you. Make Nevada great. Appreciate you guys watching. Enjoy your day.